Gold Squad TV. So, The Rock hinting at a match with Roman Reigns at Mania. This is not really so much of a hint. I think anybody who's a pro wrestling fan, whether you're WWE or AEW fan or just a fan of legends, regardless of what organization they've been in, knows that WWE's been pretty much looking to put The Rock versus Roman Reigns at Mania for the last couple years. Let me give my thoughts. I love The Rock. I love The Rock back from when he first came out all the way to about 2003. That Rock ain't walking through the door. When I seen Rock come back, his promos were okay. They weren't necessarily the best promos. He came back for his second run. His little second run that he had from 11 to 13. And he just, the matches, the quality of the matches, if you're going to talk like The Rock's athleticism was kind of drained. As big as he is, he's a big dude now. He's not like he was when he wrestled. He was really more average build for an athlete. You know, I mean, maybe above average, but, 6'5", 275 back in his prime. He's about 6'5", 250 pounds, but a solid muscle, like really huge muscle right now. And the dude literally could not move in either of the John Cena matches. I would say the second one was much better to watch, even though he got hurt in that match. The first match was horrendous to watch. It was hard to watch. I could not watch that match. I was at Roma's. Anybody who's from around my way knows that they used to have the wrestling matches there at the bar. I was watching it, and I was like, yo, not for nothing, The Rock looked like he could barely move. He was breathing very hard. He looked like he was really having a hard time getting to his moves. But obviously, he didn't train as much for that match because he was doing movies. He wasn't, really in ring shape. There's shape and there's in-ring shape. Cena pretty much had to carry him to that match. So where the second match, I felt like they were a little more even. The Rock was there for like a 2-month run. He had the match with Punk. Then, had the match at Mania with Cena. So he had a little bit of, the ring rust off, but it still wasn't the Dwayne Johnson that I knew, the Rock that I knew from his prime. And obviously, he's going to be 51 next year. He's not going to be what he was in his 20s or 30s, but I just feel like I'm not thrilled about this match. I fuck with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, right now, his heel run is incredible. I don't really think he needs this match to solidify his set in history. He's already held both belts for a very long time. He was already a 3 or 4 time champ prior to that. Say whatever you want about his babyface run and whatever and what the company was trying to do, but he already had a really great resume going back to the Shield days. I don't really think a Rock match is going to really be the match that's going to get him to put him in a super duper stratosphere of untouchable. He's going to beat The Rock. The Rock's not going to go over against him. He's going to beat The Rock. The Rock's going to give him a match, but he's going to beat The Rock. There's no sense in having Roman Reigns go over, lose to Dwayne Johnson right now. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like it would be nice to see a guy like Karrion Kross, who I feel is going to be the next big time guy. Give him a shot. Not the greatest in the ring, but his storytelling and the way that he knows how to get a match and how he knows how to promote a match, in his promos and his whole package, it's a no miss. You know what I mean? It's a no-brainer, for lack of a better word. But I really think they need to really start looking at, okay, if not Karrion Kross, you can't give Roman Reigns guys that he's already beaten, right? I think Karrion Kross makes the most sense, unless you go and throw McIntyre back in there. But I think if you're going to give McIntyre the belt, you should have gave it to him at Clash of the Castle. But then again, McIntyre really does need his WrestleMania moment because he got his moment where there's no fans. That said, though, it's looking like The Rock in Roman Reigns at Mania. And I can't say I'm excited about it. I like The Rock. I don't want to come off as a hater. I love Dwayne. I have VHSs from when I was a kid. I used to impersonate The Rock all the time. So if anybody loves The Rock, it's me. But his time has passed. You know, still a great entertainer. But if you're going to talk in the ring, I don't want to see a 51-year-old Dwayne Johnson in the ring. Just don't want to. I don't have any interest in seeing that. It's like I didn't have interest in Undertaker in the ring with Roman Reigns years ago. You know, a lot of those guys are from our generation. Like, I'm 37 going on 38. You know what I mean? Like, this is not really the generation for those guys to be wrestling unless they're still in great shape. I really think Shawn Michaels could probably get a really good match out of Dwayne at his age. Because Shawn's just a natural in the ring. But those type of wrestlers, like an AJ Styles, those type of guys, they would get the best out of The Rock right now because they're not really wrestlers that rely on power so much. I don't think a Roman Reigns match makes sense. They're both pretty much power wrestlers at this point. Reigns is definitely in his prime, to where Rock is way past his prime. He doesn't have the quickness that he used to have anymore. He doesn't have the finesse that he used to have anymore. That all went. So is that even going to be a compelling match? I don't know. I guess, for the TV ratings or for the pay-per-view buys, for sure. But for it comes to that actual in-ring, I don't think so. But he might prove me wrong. Gold Squad TV, leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think.